What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Jobbers and Goons. I hope you enjoyed the new intro. I'm very happy I brought an intro back, bring more solidarity to the channel. But anyways, today's video is going to be a super fun one, where we basically go down a list of some epic team busters in comics. If you are a fan of this, make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the notification bell. I post almost daily. And if you want to see a part 2, because there's plenty of Team Busters in comics, smash the like button. Let's get to 250 likes, and I'll do a part 2. But anyways, what's a Team Buster? Team Buster is a character that literally will pull up on entire teams, contingencies, armies, all that within comics and try to solo. So, who are some 10 amazing Team Busters in comics? I'm going to review 10 of them. You let me know in the comment section down below which one's your favorite. And without further ado, let's begin. First up, we have Larfleeze from DC Comics. If you don't know who Larfleeze is, he is the infamous keeper and founder of the Orange Lantern Corps. He is so fucking powerful that when the Guardians pulled up on him to figure out what the Orange Lantern shit was all about, he told them, yo, leave me alone or I'm gonna fold all of you. And they backed off. They're like, fuck that. Later, eventually, he comes back, literally takes on entire Lantern Corps by himself, as well as other superheroes. Larfleeze is absolutely broken. His power of greed is extremely pure and is overpowered because he's the only one in his core. So he's one of the strongest lanterns in existence and obviously a team buster. Next, we have Gore from Marvel Comics. Now, Gore obviously could have had a better debut on the big screen. I heard Love and Thunder was not that good, but I digress. Let me know in the comment section if it's good or not. But Gore is a character in comics off rip you knew was about it. He literally pulled up on entire pantheons of gods by himself and was fucking them up. Like, he's not just soloing regular people, right? Like, he's literally team busting gods. And he can take on entire realms by himself. It's horrible. Gore is, in my opinion, a valid team buster in Marvel Comics, given that, yeah, technically he doesn't take on superhero contingencies, but the fact he's taken on pantheons of gods, entire teams and armies of gods, the gods' armies subsequently, like, it's enough evidence for team busting. He's for sure on it. Next, we have Superboy Prime. Now, this is personally gonna be one of the crowd favorites, so smash the like button. Everybody knows when Superboy Prime shows up in comics, someone's getting fucked up. Like, Superboy Prime is absolutely terrifying. He's essentially a Superman from a universe that he had to see basically get deleted. This fucked his head up. Superheroes weren't real, like you read them in comics and stuff like that. He goes on to see that the superheroes were super edgy in reality, and this turned him into folding almost everybody on Earth, beefing with all the Flashes, beefing with multiple Supermen. I mean, when you put out the textbook definition of team busting in comics, you have to throw the likes of Superboy Prime up there, or Superman Prime, in terms of, like, best team busters ever. Next, we have, and you can guess it, Thanos. Thanos is one of the most infamous team busters in comics. He is a character who, as a deviant, off-rip, literally had ops. Like, they tried to kill him because he was an evil baby. This did not deter Thanos. He grew up to become the lover of death, constantly looking for a way to please Lady Death and get on her good side and make her his lover, right? This has led him into insane conflicts with the likes of Avengers, other Earthbound heroes, interstellar heroes, entire planets, entire armies, you name it. I mean, recently in Death Notes, he took out an entire army, like a whole population. Like, Thanos is one of the big bads in Marvel, and as a result, he's constantly subjected to having to put the hands on multiple teams. Next, we have Black Adam from DC Comics. Now, Black Adam is a character, unfortunately, with the movies, like, we're probably not going to get Rock back or anything like that. But he's always been dope because he's basically Shazam if Shazam was about that fucking life. Black Adam represents his gods with ferociousness. He protects his land in as extreme of a manner as Dr. Doom. And he quite literally has been noted as taking on entire armies, taking on entire nations, taking on entire planets, running up on different dimensions, fighting other gods. And on top of that, has multiple recorded fights with the League and has put hands on the Justice Society. Like, he's one of the big dogs in DC Comics, recently has gotten a lot of love. And more importantly, he's one of the more slept on Teambusters. Next, we have Mangog from Marvel Comics. Now, Mangog, in my opinion, one of the more slept on characters on the list in terms of, like, motherfuckers they run down on. Mangog is essentially 1 billion times 1 billion souls that have all either, in one way or another, been destroyed or severely negatively impacted by the acts of Odin. This turned Mangog into a literal conceptual hate boner for Odin and all his homies. As a result, we have seen this beast of a character, Mangog, take on entire armies, take on realms, superhero teams, and the likes of Asgard's best defenses, strongest characters, and their gods, and lives to tell the tale. He does have kind of dumb, like, L contingencies. It's kind of annoying how he loses. Still, he's a valid team buster. Next, flipping back to the DC side, we have Doomsday. Doomsday literally is the nightmare that Superman has. This was a character that was taken and bred in order to be about as aggressive and powerful as possible. This is a character that is almost unkillable. He has been subjected to so many ways of possibly dying and different methods of destroying him that he comes back heavily resistant, if not outright immune to whatever boloed him. As a result, Doomsday has run down on entire teams, entire armies, entire planets like Apocalypse. He's taken on gods, demons, alike, superheroes. He made Superman need to run for help. Yeah, you want to talk about Team Busters? Doomsday has to be on the list. Next, we have Dr. Doom. Now, he is known for being hilarious. He is known for being about that life. But we also have to acknowledge that Dr. Doom, straight up, he's a team buster. Literally off rip, he is quite dangerous for the Fantastic Four, who's a team in itself. Not only this, typically he gets the upper hand on them. Typically he beats them. Like, they can't really beat him as a team. It's just when he gets too cocky or when his ego gets in the way of the W, he fumbles the bag, right? And lives to tell the tale. Not only this, he's taken on entire contingencies of gods before. He made an army of Thor, his bitches, and made them serve him as cops. He's taken over as a god. He's fought entire resistance armies to try to stop him from being god. Overall, Dr. Doom has always been a team buster and is always down to be a team buster. Next, we have a couple characters not really from mainline Marvel or DC. First, we have Thrag from the Invincible verse, right? Thrag is a character that, in my opinion, even though he might not be as technically strong as the other characters on the list, right? Thrag is a fucking team buster for sure. Thrag in the Invincible verse is the character that busts the team busters. Like, you've got characters who literally have slaughtered entire teams on panel and on screen in the likes of Omni-Man. And he gets absolutely folded by Thrag. Thrag can take on entire teams as well with no problem. Being one of the scariest Viltrumites to ever exist, one of the most well-trained and one of the most dangerous, he definitely walked around as one of the most dangerous team busters in the Invincible verse. and he even wore the fur and skin of his ops. He's crazy. Next and final on the list, smash the like button if you haven't already, we have Unicron from Transformers. Now, Unicron's a character that isn't really talked about a lot, and in my opinion, he's not appreciated enough because he's strong as a bitch. Unicron is almost like this god beyond death in the Transformers mythos, a character who death can't really be applied to, and if he is to arrive, if he is to pop up, he literally has both the capability and plans to destroy everything on every plane of existence. He's like the absolute nightmare, according to Optimus Prime. That's his ultimate nightmare, something he just can't stop. And nothing can really take on Unicron in the verse. Like, all teams, every plane of existence, everything gets busted. Primus, who's set to go against him, even he struggles. Like, Unicron is fucking crazy and deserves a lot of credit as a team buster. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section down below who should be in part 2. There's plenty of team busters to talk about throughout comics, and if this gets enough love, I'll consider expanding from comics to fiction in general. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Shout out to all my new subscribers. We're on the road to 30K. After that, 50K and on. Let's hit 1 million by the end of the year. Probably impossible, but fuck it, we'll try. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.